The first stage of narcissistic abusive relationships is love bombing. Hi, I'm Dan Cassenti. I'm a cognitive psychologist and I'm a novelist. I'm putting together this series on YouTube about narcissistic concepts so that people can understand what narcissism is and thereby defend themselves against it. So, love bombing. Love bombing's really hard to detect when it's happening. You're going to meet some new person. Often happens in the context of a romantic relationship, although it could be other kinds of relationships. But you meet a new person, and all of a sudden, they're just talking about how great you are and wonderful, and you can form a bond together, a commitment. Just give them a commitment, and they will show you love and kindness and empathy and all the things you've been looking for suddenly going to get delivered by this individual. It's a roller coaster to be love bombed. You're inundated with gifts, with praise, with alignment to your goals, future faking. You think that this person is the answer to all your problems. And the more you reveal about yourself, the more you cross what might be boundaries for people and intimate sharing with this new person, the more notes they take in their head, and the more you find that they are matching exactly what you've always wanted because you're telling them what you wanted, and they try to emulate that. It takes a great deal of dishonesty to throw out there all these beautiful promises and just the glory that could be this relationship, and knowing at their core, at some deep level, and they might be tricking themselves just as much as you, but at some deep level they know that none of this is true. That in fact the narcissist has a shattered view of self. And so they don't necessarily know where they begin or end and when another person begins or ends. So it's very easy for them to go into acting. They're acting in a certain way to try to reel you in so that they can use you and put you into a trauma bond. The bond that's formed when you accept somebody through love bombing, and then all of a sudden they start treating you poorly. They will do it gradually, start to introduce, flaws that they don't like about you, things they want you to change about yourself, things that, would separate you from them. And because of the love bombing stage, where you were showered with gifts and praise and everything you've always wanted and future faking, you don't want to let go of it because this was the answer to all that you were looking for. And suddenly it's starting to feel like it's going away. You just don't want to accept that. So you might start going, yeah, okay, all right, I'll do whatever I can. Whatever will please you so that I can go back to that love bombing stage where I felt really good. And what we have to remind ourselves about, especially after we get out of a narcissistic relationship, is that we're not really missing anything. Love bombing is a fiction. It's a joke. It's just meant to confuse you and make you think things that aren't true. And so understand that you were lied to. You're not losing anything by losing a relationship with a narcissist because none of it was real in the first place. It was just a fiction. It's like closing a novel. When you're all done with it, those lessons might stick with you, and that's a good thing. Whatever that novel was, that story was trying to teach you, great. But it still is based in disreality. Those characters aren't real. No matter how good the novelist was in making you think that the characters were real, maybe they are based on somebody in real life, but that actually tends to diminish the ability to convince people you base your characters on real life characters. They're just not real. and neither was the narcissist who was love bombing you. That's not who they really are. Okay, well, I think that's it for this stage of narcissism. I hope this video helped you. If you like this video, if you haven't done so already, you can also subscribe, but hit like. Very easy to just press some buttons. The more that we have that, the more these videos are going to get out to other people and help them out too. So if you feel like that you want to be of help to other people and you think this video helps you, then please do so. Okay, and we'll see you next time.